What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to our Snipedown Bootcamp series that was ran by Pro Guides. We're almost at the end, and if you missed any of the previous videos, I'm going to put it above, or I'm also going to put it in the description down below so you can watch that later. And in today's video, we're going to talk about Strongholds. There's three major points that we're going to talk about and how you should be playing it so that you can win more games with your team. And if you enjoy the content, please like the video, watch till the end, and subscribe with the bell notifications turned on. And if that wasn't enough, join my Discord server. The link's in the description down below, where you can find new friends, talk about Halo, talk about other games, Apex. And join the Sensei Familia. So let's get started, guys. So when it comes to Strongholds, it's a very rotational based game, meaning that you're gonna constantly be moving around, trying to get power positions, getting a hold set up, trying to break a hold. So you're always gonna be moving around the map, which is a little bit more exciting in my opinion. But one of the things that you wanna avoid as much as possible is your enemies gaining control of the map and having two or more strongholds, which means that they're collecting points and they're going to be able to get closer to that end goal of winning the game. First major point that we're going to talk about is how do we break a hold? So the enemy has power positions. They have two or three of the strongholds captured and they're collecting points. How do we break it? And typically at this point, your whole team is probably dead already and you guys are waiting to be spawned in. So the first thing that you want to think about is have a clear goal in mind of what you guys are trying to accomplish. Because a lot of times when you're 4 dead and the enemy has control, you're just going to say, screw it, I'm just going to just try and push on my own and just try to gain control all by myself. And you want to avoid that. So the best thing that you want to do is think about, okay, what's the end goal? End goal right now is to get control of the map, meaning power positions, power weapons, power ups, and getting the strongholds back. And so now that you have that, second thing you want to think about is all these different variables that's happening on the map. So making sure that all your teammates are spawning in and your teammates aren't dying and you guys are constantly at a disadvantage in terms of numbers advantage. So you never want to have like one less player than the other team. You always want to have either equal or one above. So you want to think about, okay, where your team's spawning in, when are they spawning in, are the power-ups, power weapons spawning in, can we obtain them? And once we understand all that and we gain a power-up or a power weapon, now we can use that power weapon, power up to our advantage while also understanding our teammates' positioning and be able to push, kill 1 or 2 enemies. And now that you've been able to kill 1 or 2 enemies, now you guys have numbers advantage, swarming the rest of the team and regaining control of the map, regaining control of the strongholds, collecting points. And then also at the same time, you guys are set up so that now your enemy has to break your guys' hold. The second major point that Snipedown talked about in his bootcamp is gaining control of the map and maintaining strongholds. So one major point when it comes to this point is maintain power positions. If you have a stronghold and you're holding down the fort, you have to keep power positions. So some of the power positions, say on recharge, is top A. So you're able to kind of see long haul and then also look at control and be able to look at turbine still. Another big power position is top gold or top red. So if you guys have a AB hold, being able to maintain those 2 power positions, you guys will be able to hold those 2 strongholds really well. If you're looking for an AC hold, then being able to have top A and the C plat, being able to maintain those positions is very important. And if you guys are in a triple cap, the best thing you want to do is constantly get your enemies on a spawn trap so that they will never have numbers advantage and you guys can constantly collapse, collecting 2 points at a time. So another point when it comes to gaining control and maintaining strongholds is communication. Communication is key. Use your mic, talk about where the enemies are, where they're pushing, where there's going to be pressure, because if there's pressure coming in from one area of the map, ask one of your teammates to come over and help so you guys can keep control of that side of the map. So if you already have teammates that are in power positions and you're kind of just a floater, what you want to do is you want to fill the holes so that you can prevent enemies from flanking or making hero plays while you guys are controlling these 2 to 3 strongholds. And the third major point is how to properly pivot points of your control. What does this mean? So if you guys are in control and your enemies are pushing or they're playing slowly, you guys have to be able to mirror exactly what your enemies are doing. So if your enemies are pushing and they're flanking on one side of the map with 2 or 3 people, then understanding that you have to be able to reinforce and help your teammates out as much as possible so that you guys can maintain control on that side of the map. If your enemies are playing slow, then there's no point in you pushing, and you guys got to play slow as well. The great thing about Strongholds is if you're in control, you can dictate the pace of the game. So if you guys are in a double cap or a triple cap and you guys are up 100, 150 points, you guys dictate the game. YouTube, thank you for tuning into this video. I hope you learned something new about Strongholds. Hey, and if you vibed out, you like myself, I stream 4 days a week on twitch.tv/SenseiNam. So you can definitely vibe out. If you have any questions about Halo, life, anything, I'm down to answer any of the questions. And if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, I'm going to put it up here on the screen for you guys to see, to watch next. Make sure you click on a bunch of other videos so that we can push this video to the algorithm. Have a great day, YouTube. Peace.